Hey all, uh, how's it going? Yeah, as you know, we've been busy working on finally getting the Pearl token out to you. Um, we're just finalizing some tests and stuff with the contracts, and we have the UI built, so you all can, um, after you claim, we'll share the details of how well the specific thing is how Ponyo holders will be, or having Ponyo will be the most desirable thing to do to receive the Pearl claim or be able to claim Pearl, and, and then the NFT will follow after that, with the distribution to the outside people like OpenSea. That will be more pretty distributed and diluted on their part. So the actual allocations they'll be getting won't be that significant in comparison. And then that's how our tactic is to draw more people towards Ponyo. And then once we have the UI for farming and staking, um, but the only single stake asset as of now will be Ponyo to earn Pearl. So we think that's great in bringing more utility to Ponyo, and there'll be yield farming and be a bunch of pools, and we'll share those details once all the tests are complete and our date's set for the first claim and drop and launch of Pearl. So keep you all updated on that. We just want to make sure everything's good so we don't have any issues. And yeah, so yeah, and then the game is that's pretty much almost finished as well. Um, Same contract. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Sorry. But yeah, so that's all coming, and it'll be in shorter order. Our idea is that it's going to be definitely most likely before we yeah, it'll always be before we launch the first NFT, because as I said earlier, there's a order of operations to bring the best value to our ecosystem. So yeah, that should be exciting. But yeah, and we have we're finalizing some great promotions and stuff that we're going to line up for this all. So everyone should be excited about that. Um, yeah, and then we'll be announcing in the Discord some of the perks that we've negotiated with large influencers, and that will involve marketing as well. And we're finalizing stuff with our future partners for January, the rest of January into February. And as I said previously, people will be pretty excited about those NFTs. Anyway, I'll open it up to questions unless Sap has something to say.
Yeah. So hey, good afternoon, guys. And I may not take this stage for too long because I've got COVID, unfortunately, and I'm feeling a bit fatigued. But yeah, we're excited to announce the Pearl token launch. We haven't released any initial dates just yet, but stay tuned for that. As Maddie mentioned, the idea here is that we tried to think of a way to reward and optimize for returns for our Ponyo holders while also addressing some of the liquidity needs of the Ponyo ecosystem. So we didn't originally, just to walk you guys through this, we didn't originally have an allocation for yield farming, for staking, for play to earn gaming rewards. But with this new Pearl token, it will be the official reward currency of Ponyo. Um, Furthermore, we've heard from you guys many times that you want to have a greater say in the future of Ponyo, right? A lot of your money is going toward our money is going to the Coral Restoration Foundation, and it's a pretty big deal having donated $1 million. So you guys will have a say in future collaborations when it comes to impact partners, but also any influencers or artists that are partnering to help us cement and promote and then donate the proceeds. And that'll be more clear when some of the big partnerships are announced in a couple weeks. So yeah, that's Pearl. I think it's really exciting. I think there's no dilution. There's no dilution that'll come from Pearl. I would think of it as you will be rewarded for holding Ponyo and using your Ponyo to claim Pearl. And it'll just be an additional, it'll be additional dollars in your bag as a part of the ecosystem. Let's see. So we've got questions. There've been a lot of questions around marketing. Like, I think you get these a lot whenever coins don't, whenever price movement isn't as favorable. And here's the thing: we have been consistently marketing, and there are different flavors of marketing. I think everyone wants one kind of marketing, which is tier one YouTubers. Everyone wants the altcoin dailies. Well, I just want to let you guys know we have something like that teed up, and you can expect that in the coming week. Can't give more details on that, but you can hold me accountable to that. It's been paid, it's been agreed to, and it is in the making. We just contractually can't say dates because then we force a pump and dump. And then we do have other types of marketing. We have like paid guerrilla marketers who shill day in and day out. We have a percent of the marketing spend that goes to pay for these people. We're constantly putting up things like banners and doing things on StockTwits and Reddit and all the blogs over there. So it's marketing isn't one thing. We have to pay for a lot of different expenses in order to get the word on Ponyo out. So yeah. Any I guess we can open it up for any questions unless Maddie has any additional thoughts. And again, apologies if I am a little bit slow to process some of these things because I am in the heart of having Omicron right now.
Thank you, Sap. Yeah, so let's open it up, and if someone could unmute somebody who has their hand raised, that'd be helpful for me.
Yeah, so general thing, guys, on the voice chat window, you'll see if you want to ask a question, it says like ask to speak, request to speak, something like that. If you don't want to speak, put it in the chat and I will read it out for you. First question, Matty, where exactly are we with the donation? Are we close to 900K?
We're a little bit over 850. We had like small pumps the other day, so that like helped there. We're thinking that this next marketing push and unveiling of Pearl and whatnot will definitely push us over our initial target. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah. Next question.
Anybody wanting to ask a voice question, feel free to put your hand up. I know they've covered most of it in that preamble, but if you do have a little question, just pop it in.
Yeah, and while folks are thinking about their questions, just wanted to remind people that we have a golden hour going on right now. So 5% tax on buys on Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Great opportunity to buy Ponyo at a discount. And mark my words, I firmly believe that we are at the floor, if not near the floor, and I expect with what we've got going on for things to go pretty stratospheric.
Are there any questions in the chat that are written?
One's just come in. So the team's doing everything to ensure that we're going to be becoming a blue chip token. Do we also get a logo that is worthy of blue chip? I'm British. I don't know what it means, so I'm gonna have to leave that.
I think that's shitting on our current logo.
Messenger.
Part of this is the artistic vision of the founder and the team. But I suppose as we transition more to DAO and community governance with some things, we always request this kind of feedback, and we could even potentially hold a vote around how you guys want the branding for Ponyo to look in the future and the NFT mints. Any additional thoughts on that, Maddie?
Always, we want to make it look as clean and crypto friendly, but also friendly with our vision or the direction we've set out for. I was going to speak with a design firm even this week that specializes in both large projects, not large traditional projects as well as crypto projects, and just to get a decent quote or insight on the best direction for that to kind of give us that overall blue chip feel, but that's just in the preliminary stages. But we're always listening to you all and are aware that you're not, some of you are not too fond of our beloved Ponyo rendition.
Yeah. Will there be giveaways that are will there be more giveaways that are substantial for social media challenges? Yep. We've got giveaways lined up. So stay tuned for that. Is Pearl launching before the NFT drop? Yes. I'm assuming when you say Pearl, you're saying Pearl token. Yes, and will it be on BSC? Yes, it will be on BSC. Pearl will be sequenced in a few different stages. So the claiming of Pearl, because we've got Pearl that's going to be, you'll be eligible for Pearl if you have Ponyo, if you are on OpenSeas, and then if you have an NFT. So just stay close to the chat for all of that to be released in the coming week. CAA, yeah. So I'll address this, and then hopefully, I think we've said made some official statements on CAA. So this is what happened with CAA. We landed CAA, which was really exciting, and honestly huge news, because they are the world's #1 talent and marketing agency, and followed by WME-IMG. So they were actually really excited to work with us. Now, they had a price tag which was $350,000 in order for us to work with them, and then on top of that, they wanted us to pay commissions of $200,000 plus for tier 3 influencers. So the math wasn't mathing with that. It was great to receive that offer, but it wouldn't have been us using our appropriate fiduciary responsibilities and using all of our marketing taxes to go toward that. So we had to politely decline earlier. So basically early this year, we kind of drew it out and tried to negotiate as much as possible, try to get them down to $200,000, which we candidly didn't even have, but we would try to pay it over the course of some months. But it just, they couldn't happen, and that is off the table. Having said that, we've got a number of marketing agencies that we do work with that are higher ROI and much cheaper. CAA, they're just think of them as doing business with a blue chip player that's going to charge you a lot more to do a lot less, but you get the benefit of their branding. It goes a lot, the ROI in crypto for that type of thing is much lower than it would be in the traditional world. So we had to politely decline. Any early in the quarter, nearly, yeah.
Samuel Carr had his hand up. He's now unmuted. So Samuel, if you want to ask a question, fire away. Samuel Carr, if you want to ask, mate,
yes,
you've
got hello everyone. Hello. Thank you for taking me. So just I wanted to say, get well soon, first of all, get well soon, and I wanted to also talk about the video that was launched, and I really like it, and I wanted to join the comment that we saw again, the comment in regards to the branding of the meme coin and stuff, because this video looks to me very professional, I would say. It looks like, so it's a kind of turn in between the meme coin and the professional way. How to say that? Sorry, my English is not the best, but I try to make me understandable. So I was thinking maybe that's a good direction to go to get a bit more, like I would say, serious about what we are doing. Because Ponyo is a meme coin. I like the fact, for me, what was a turn on for me, it was the fact that we are trying to help the coral reef. It's a very serious goal that we have, and this video is going into the right direction. Again, with in line with the DAO that you launched with the Purse. So maybe can you get some recommendation from your agency? Think about that. What is the future of crypto in the next year, and take that into account. I don't know, what's your opinion about that? It's just an open conversation that I have right now. I'm not asking to change everything, but just what is your thought about that?
Yeah. So hey Samuel, and thank you, man. So I 100% agree with what you're saying. What I'm hearing is, should Ponyo professionalize its branding and just literally upgrade everything and hold everything that is released to a certain standard? And you saw that video, and I think that is in line with the standard of what you guys want, but also importantly the standard that I'm trying to set for Ponyo going forward, and Maddie's trying to set as well. So yeah, I 100% agree. And that's part of what marketing goes toward. Like you have to pay professionals to do that type of stuff, and that's our plan.
Yeah, exactly. We are still in the building of the project. We are very young. We have all the year to go through. All the paper ends that are leaving us, that's bad for them. But I think we are in the good track, and I'm very happy to see that results that you deliver right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other or next question? There's a question around, is Ponyo going to donate to other nonprofit organizations in the future? So that is the purpose of our NFT launchpad. And hey, look, I will certainly apologize that it seems like things have been taking some time. The reality is that is exactly right. My opinion on this stuff is it's better to do it right and to take a little bit more time than to do it wrong and be fast about it and completely screw it up. So we've, in that vein, we've got some partnerships of NFT mints lined up. We have 2. They will be including big brands, global brand partnerships, And the setting will be New York Fashion Week. Expect that type of stuff to come out in the coming weeks. Like the details around that, I can't say much more. But expect that stuff to come out. And the relevance of that is the NFT launchpad is where we will be donating to different nonprofits outside of the Coral Restoration Foundation. So, for example, our first mint is in conjunction with Surfrider. They support oceans broadly, not just coral reefs, and they will get the majority of the proceeds from that mint. And the next one will be another nonprofit. The idea there is that because we will switch over to a DAO or governance token, you guys can vote and throw some of the causes that are most important to you, or at least choose between different causes, so you can choose where your dollars are going. Next question.
There was a hand up from James R. You are unmuted, mate. You can speak.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time, especially being out with COVID. I was just curious. Obviously, we had to bump the date 1 week with the surf riders and the NFTs. Is the new date a pretty firm date at this point, even though Bitcoin's not helping us?
Yeah, that's a firm date. You got it, Maddie.
Just saying, yeah, we think we feel pretty confident, even if the Bitcoin's still crabbing, that the Pearl will get a good pump from Pearl, and we'll get some good attention on the NFTs. So I feel like the way it's set up is good. Like, yeah, it's good benefit us all.
Okay, awesome. And I'm still somewhat new, so understanding the Pearl a little bit more. Like, is that going to be a separate token that you can buy and invest in, or is it just like a secondary thing that benefits everyone else?
Yeah, so it's a separate token. You got it, Maddie.
Oh no, you can. Yeah, a separate token. It's pretty much the key to our ecosystem, whereas Ponyo is the utility. They're both utility, but one requires the other. But prominently, it'll be that illustrates a really thorough map of how the whole ecosystem operates and works, from all the way up.
Yes. Yeah, man, you're breaking up a little bit. But so yeah, it is a separate token that can be bought on an exchange, but the benefit to you is that if you hold Ponyo, you'll be able to claim it for free because it is the official DAO token of the Ponyo ecosystem. So think of it as you'd be getting free stuff, basically.
Okay, awesome. I was just trying to understand it a little bit better. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Next question.
What is the advantage of minting Pearl over any future NFT?
Well, this one, like all of them, there's going to be all these perks that you could potentially receive beyond the secondary market speculation. There'll be rewards of all types. There'll be, for instance, if we mint out, there'll be a reward, like a surf trip with professional surfers. There will be, meet and greets, virtual concert thing, and then there will be almost like a sweepstakes kind of lottery where we'll be rewarding and more, tangible, valuable assets, whether that be Ethereum on top of, or perhaps some other coveted commodity. So we're really trying to gamify it in a way that gets people really engaged with it, and I don't know. I feel like there's be so many positives around it that there's no reason why someone wouldn't want to mint. And Ponyo holders, they get early access. So the idea also is for future mints, after people know about how successful this one is, they'll want to get more Ponyo so they can get a spot. So that's our main objective with how we've structured everything.
Yeah, and there's an additional benefit of having Pearl, and you'll see this in the one pager we shared, and it's that if you hold Pearl, you can also claim, so Pearl NFTs, you can also claim free Pearl tokens, and you'll be able to see the value of that once all this is launched. Next question.
Will the LinkedIn profiles of team members be added to the website?
Yeah, so we've all got plans to dox sometime in the coming months. I would say 1 to 2 months. Maddie is fully doxed, so just stay tuned for everyone else. You've got our backgrounds and our bios on Surfrider already right now. Next question.
What's the timeline for golden hour deals? Will it go on for more weeks?
Yeah, we're gonna announce it randomly, so no schedule. It could be once a day, it could be once a week, but you'll just have to stay tuned for that.
Are you thinking of going into the Metaverse?
You could probably answer that. Okay.
Yeah, I've been speaking, especially with some of the brands we're partnering with. They want or already have like a bit of a footprint there. So there's ideas. We don't want to inundate our community or our devs or anyone really at the moment with too many ideas, because it can, dilute the direction. But we're definitely in talks and about, how Ponyo would enter the metaverse. I mean, it's not if, it's just when. But yeah. One thing I could say, think about high fashion brands with huge global reach, and then think about our experience with development and NFTs and whatnot, and our goal with Ponyo, and then put the two together and see how what a footprint in the metaverse our footprint very well could be like.
There are now other auto impact tokens. What is your strategy for standing out or being able to survive in this segment?
Yeah, so there's it's a good question, and I think what you've seen is a combination of some sketchy stuff from a lot of the precedents. So you saw projects where there was unlocked liquidity. You saw team tokens in an insidious amount. And you basically saw projects where the owners were trying to line their pockets and use impact causes as straw men for that. What we're doing here is, well, first and foremost, we don't, Ponyo didn't start with any team tokens. Any tokens that are owned by the team were bought over the counter at market price, similar to you guys. So, I genuinely mean it when I say we as a team are just as eager to do good, because some of us are also in the hole. That's a thing. And then we're also just building, I think, a really meticulous ecosystem that is kind of too good to succeed, right? So we've got folks from the crypto world who are really well networked and super invested in this. We've got folks from the legacy world who are very well known. And this goes across. This goes from like our team to our collaborators to our investors to the people who are helping us put out content and all of that. So you've got the right people invested, and I think a lot of those other projects just kind of peddled cash to a cause for some type of short-term profit incentive. And then just structurally, right? You haven't seen an impact token that has an auto impact feature plus an NFT minting launchpad plus what we're building is not just play to earn but also a play to gaming ecosystem plus a DAO token so that you guys can have a say in where your impact dollars go. And then we're going to also have, standard yield farming, rewards for gaming, etc., because of the Pearl token. So, I think, when I think about Ponyo, I think what we're building is, part of it's like a real first mover advantage because what we're doing is super legit and real. But it's also like the most robust ecosystem around impact giving that has been done with integrity. So even if it takes us a little bit more time to do it, my goal is for us to do it right. And I don't think this will fail. My goal is, we could get this to $1 billion and we're trying to set the precedent that impact, it can be inherent in crypto. And I'll just finish with this analogy. It's, imagine a crypto landscape in which 1% of taxes was automatically sent to some cause. You call, right here, we're supporting the reefs. It could be the oceans. It could be global poverty, other issues around climate change, you name it, COVID. That would be tens of billions of dollars daily that goes to improve the world. And that's really impactful. And we've got some other ideas around maybe starting pledges and having other projects sign up and donate their taxes or part of their treasury toward good causes. But that's what we're building here that I don't think anyone has ever seen in crypto.
Next question.
Do we know yet if the full game will cost either money or Ponyo to play it?
Most play to earn doesn't really cost anything. If anything, most likely just be a withdrawal fee on the tokens earned. So I think that's more fair for our community, and we have a lot of other ways to make Pearl sustainable, make Ponyo sustainable. So I think that's the one of the best routes we could do for our community and new players. Next question, or anything more on that?
I'm reading down. So to be clear, Ponyo will mainly focus on the oceans, and the DAO token will focus on the causes chosen by the community. Is that how? I think he's asking how is the DAO deciding how Pearl benefits and Ponyo is always oceans, or do the DAO decides on where Ponyo targets?
Well, most DAOs, we put a proposal forth and can, hypothetically, if the whole community put a proposal forth, hypothetically could change the whole entire direction. But as for now, we think collectively a great statement to make is if we can raise a ton of money for coral restoration and help, develop the international fund that's, being co-written or endorsed by the UN, we find that if we can say International Coral Restoration Fund powered by Ponyo, I think that's a huge statement. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. No, you got it. I was just gonna say the simplified answer is that you could view it as that Ponyo is focusing on the donations to the Core Restoration Foundation. DAO gives you guys power to choose other causes. Yeah.
BSC Don, if you want to ask a question, yeah, you might have to unmute your own mic, but you're now free to speak.
Oh, there it is. Hey guys, I was just going to talk about for Pearl and how we might increase like the price and the utility for Pearl itself. Like I was thinking maybe like in-game upgrades, or like just like a marketplace for like shirts and hoodies and things. That way people have something to use the Pearl, except for like pools. I know you could do like, I'm sure there's gonna be like a Ponyo Pearl pool as well in the yield farming. So I just wanted to suggest those.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's actually a really great idea.
There'll also be a leaderboard, so and to stay on the leaderboard, you want to hold on to your tokens for a little bit, so people are competitive. So not that that's going to be the one thing that keeps people around, but definitely the utilities you speak of would be a great addition to the ecosystem.
Can my Ponyo be an L bank to be eligible for Pearl rewards? And if the rewards, all I have to move it back onto the BSC, and I think they're asking if they're on L bank, do they get the rewards, or do they have to move it to BSC or ETH to get those?
Yeah, so we will provide detailed claiming instructions. It won't be an airdrop, but it will be a claim where you'll need to have it in a wallet, likely, in order to receive your Pearl.
Any word on being adopted by any exchanges?
Nothing. I mean, we get inbounds often. Nothing that we can say we've got lined up anytime soon. We're focused on what we've mentioned right now, but I'd imagine after all this, after Pearl, after we announce some of the next NFT mints and partners, after the big YouTuber comes out, you could expect us to focus more on exchanges. But yeah, nothing right now.
Yeah, we're setting aside tokens for Pearl.
We've got, as a part of our core team, we've got 9 people. But as a part of our broader team, we got like 10 mods, and then people who we like contract out, and people who help us broadly. It's at least 40 to 50 different people. So to answer that question, 10 core and maybe 60 broadly.
There are no other hands up. No other questions I think I've missed coming in. So if anybody wants to get a last one in, or put their hand up in chat, do it now. I think that's been answered, Tim. That's why I didn't ask it there. It's 2 different tokens, mate.
Yeah, was that a question? Yeah, I think it's 2 different tokens, if that was not clear.
Yeah, it's the only reason I skipped him. I'm not dodging, mate. It had been answered, that one. And it will be, I think SAP confirmed earlier with the tokenomics, they're going to put out over the coming days and weeks on how it exactly works.
Yeah. So there's a question from Rose, which is very important. It's, how do you plan on increasing holders? So yeah, we're very aware that our community right now is largely a bunch of hodlers who we really want to reward, and that's why we've set up this whole Pearl ecosystem as such. The more Ponyo you have, basically the more rewards you will receive in Pearl and in that new token. But just stay tuned for some of our YouTube marketing and some of our guerrilla marketing that is set to release, as well as the NFT minting partnerships, because our goal is to at least double or triple our holder count. That'll bring some new fresh blood in, and also drive market cap and price.
Just tons of praise, Sap. Really, there's no actual questions coming in.
thanks all for your support, and we're really excited to roll out everything this week into next week. So yeah, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you guys. I hope like I said, I just want to reverberate one thing, man, and it's that we are I work and Maddie works at least, I can count myself, 110 hours a week on this, and this is like, Ponyo is kind of like my whole, it's my, it's the center of my focus. So there's a lot of strategy that goes behind these things. We don't rush anything, and the goal is to make crypto's #1 impact token, and we hope that you can see the vision, and we'll continue to spell it out for you guys and paint it. But yeah, stay tuned. I think I know for certain that the next week is going to be super exciting, and it should give you guys some light as we just move through this this little bit of a hump that we've been through. But yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks, Sap.
Hey, guys.
Thanks, Penguin.
Are you recording this? Are you going to post the recording somewhere?
Yeah, it's going to be posted. We'll share it to the chat.
Okay, great. Well, hats off to you guys. The impact token idea is incredible, and I'm very proud to be part of something like this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, B-Sec, and we're really happy to have you, man. All right, take care, guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Cheers, everyone.
Thank you.